Can I get a roll call, please?
Student trustee Tam,
Present.
student trustee Cervantes,
Present.
trustee Seipel,
Present.
student trustee De Silva, Silva,
Present.
trustee Lee,
Here.
trustee Cho,
Here.
trustee Pajano,
Here.
vice president Walker,
Here.
president Gallegos.
Here. All right, moving on. Unless there are any changes, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Yeah, there's nothing to report out of closed session. Yeah, that's on the list down here. All right, item number 9, approval of the minutes. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes for September 13th and September 16th of 2025.
So moved.
Can we have a quick discussion about this? So one of those is a Saturday, one of those is a Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we take them separately?
Okay. Let's see. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes for
I'm sorry to
item
interrupt.
9A.
I'm really sorry to interrupt. I want to correct what I just said. I wasn't here on September 2nd, but I was here on September 16th. So I retract my request to take them separately.
Okay,
Thank you for entertaining me.
you got it. All right, thank you.
I think the original motion is still on the floor.
Original motion on the floor, please.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 I'd like to abstain from both because I was not present.
Likewise.
You, Rosie?
And Marty.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
abstained as well?
Yeah. I wasn't
Okay.
here.
Marty abstains as well. Thank you, guys. There is nothing to report out of closed session. So we'll move on to communications. Board report. Would anybody like to report out?
Start with our student trustee.
Oh, yes. We're going to start with our student trustees. You guys are now part of our board here, so we'll start with you guys down at the end. I think Ethan?
Okay, hi. So Westmore is having a rally next Friday, and the theme is Music Festival, Ramapalooza, more specifically. And then our Key Club is having FRN, Fall Rally North, and we will be going to Six Flags. And then our FBLA officers had an advisor training day. And then we have food fair coming up. And then I think this last weekend we had Kase Yahan, and a lot of our Westmore students helped volunteer at that event. And then we have an inaugural debate competition that's being held at Westmore. And then lastly, we have AMC registrations that are currently closed in November, which is a math competition that we are going to have at Westmore.
That's awesome. Thank you, Ethan. Can you tell me real quick what the Casa Yahan is?
I think it was not led, but I think our Filipino Barkada Club was participating in it, and it was held at Geller, and it was like celebrating like Filipino
Heritage?
heritage, and sorry,
No way.
and there was like vendors that were also selling a lot of cool stuff there.
Well, that sounds fun. Thank you. Okay, from Jefferson High School, Adriana.
Is this on? Okay. So right now we're having our ping pong tournament. So that's happening this week. It's really fun. If y'all visit Jeff, y'all should go. We also have finals this week. We have finals on Thursday, Friday. And yeah, so last week we had our international rally week with LTAs, and we had students sign up to do chalk art around the school, and they're basically using chalk to draw like their culture, their heritage, and all that. And then we also have our homecoming theme, which is coming up the week before Halloween, and our homecoming rally. We just announced our themes and all that. Our clubs are doing really good. Mission Fusion has started. Key Club is participating in FRN, and yeah. And we also had our colleges presentations. We had our SFSU presentations on, because what's it called? Jefferson gets a free application fee for us. And followed that, we had a CSU workshops, and we have Foods Day in the next couple of weeks. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Adriana. All right, moving on to Terra Nova. Casey.
So we had a football game against Hillsdale on the 19th, volleyball Bay Area Classic and Big Bone Classic on the 20th. It was the end of the grading period on September 19th. And we've recently been having some lunch visits from many different places. The senior parent night was on the 29th. And there was an SF State tour last Thursday. And now the freshman officers are tabling to run for office. The Terra Nova band and cheer participated in the Fog Fest parade. The 9th through 11th grade parent information night is on the 8th. The senior panoramic is on the 9th. Our homecoming football game against South City High is on Friday, and our homecoming rally is also on Friday. And this week is Spirit Week with hallways decorated quad game Spirit Days. It's all SpongeBob theme for our homecoming dance, which is on Saturday, being Under the Sea theme. We have our food fair for our clubs on the 17th. And then rehearsals for the play are underway and shows have been announced for November. Thank you.
Boy, there's no shortage of things happening at our schools. That's for sure. Thank you, Casey. And I see Violet over there. Hi, Violet.
Hello. So at Oceana this week, we have our Halloween rally on Friday. Halloween Fest is also in 2 weeks. So for those of you who aren't familiar with it, Halloween Fest is basically an event hosted at Oceana in our cafeteria where we have a bunch of our classes selling food and we have a lot of games to play. It is open to the public, so there are a lot of members of the community who come in and participate. The highlight, I think, of our festival is we host a haunted house in one of the or several of the back rooms, which is really popular. And we also have karaoke. So everybody likes karaoke. We also had our Paradise Party Dance on September. It was a Friday in September, but we did have our Paradise Party Dance. It was our first dance of the year. It was a casual dance, very fun. We also had our first site council meeting through our academic council on site. We also are having our robotics club workshops. So our robotics club is gearing up to participate in competitions this year, which is really cool because past years we haven't had one, but everyone's really involved this year. And then we also just wrapped up our class versus class futsal tournament, which took place in our gym. Everyone was very excited for that. There was a lot of participation, more so than other lunch games, so that was very interesting. We also, during Fog Fest, got to host our parking lot and open it up to the public for paid parking, which was very profitable, and that went smoothly. We also finished voting on our senior sweatshirt designs, so those are going to be up for purchase very soon. We're also working to do bundle or package deals with prom tickets or yearbooks, so we're working on budgeting for that. We also are having a service fair happening through our Associated Student Body Congress secretaries. They are hosting a hygiene drive and all proceeds will be donated to charity. We also have CATA next Monday, which I assume all the rest of the school leadership Associated Student Body Congresses will be attending at El Camino High School. So that should be fun. We're looking forward to that. And then this Friday, we also have one of our important Senior X deadlines. So again, for those of you who aren't familiar, Senior Exhibition is basically a project that every Oceana senior has to complete, doing research on a specific topic that is relevant. It's a debated, controversial topic that is relevant in today's either social or political spheres. And you have to come up with a presentation as well as write 3 essays on it. So we're having the deadline for our first essay on this, I think it's tomorrow. Yeah. And then we also had Club Fair on September 26th. So that was a chance for all of our clubs to table at lunch and sell food and get new members. We are also having our academic support and peer tutoring committee, which is a new committee through our Associated Student Body Congress, engaging with our student body for math tutoring after school. We also had our Future Medical Professionals Club perform suturing, which was during flex time. And then we are also having CSU workshops and college workshop flex times for our seniors. Thank you.
Are you sure you're done?
Pretty sure.
That was awesome. Yeah, I feel like an underachiever right now. I'll tell you that much. Thank you, Violet. I appreciate that. All right, wrapping it up with Thornton High School. Johnny.
Hello, everybody. We have some news at Thornton High School. We have a upcoming Spirit Week where we get to wear the color of our homeroom to represent different homerooms, which specific colors. We're also continuing our programs where Flight, Daly City, Youth Health Center, and Success Center visits us on Tuesdays, starting at second quarter. And starting on Wednesday and Fridays, Miss Lauren from Wellness Intern is providing Thornton students counseling service where she can meet students virtually on the days when they're not on campus. In other words, absent. On October 16 from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., we have an event in Edgemont Mall for 2 years or more 4 years college universities and union trade representatives. And we have a field trip opportunity from Dr. Marenko, our principal. On Friday, October 10th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Skyline College is hosting the RIDE Conference, an inspiring event that connects education, college, and career pathways to the culture of low riding. That's it.
That's awesome. Thank you. You guys are very well prepared tonight. Lots of good information. Thank you for sharing all of that with us. And we'll be moving on to our board report, starting with Andy.
Thank you. I am really grateful to hear the student reports today because it says that there's normal things and exciting things happening at each of our campuses. And in a world where craziness is surrounding us on a daily basis, I'm glad that we have a district that provides our students a safe place to go to school, to have their different activities, to be able to have dances and proms and parties and clubs and athletic events and bands and long-term project assignments like Senior X, to be able to do the things they need to do to become an educated member of our society, because we need to continue to do this work. Our resistance, such as it is about educating our youth. And I am grateful to each of you students up here for sharing the amazing things going on at your campuses, the pride with which each of you are speaking about it. And I encourage you to keep sharing that pride in your school when you are here, and encourage your fellow trustees to do the same, because it's important for us to hear the amazing things that are happening. So thank you, each of you.
Following that, nothing to report. Supporting everything that we're doing here. So
I also want to, I'm always excited when we have our new student trustees on the board up here on the dais. And this is the first year I think this is the first year, or maybe last year. I haven't been an advisor for student advisory. So to see our students here right now is really awesome. I have a question. Ethan, are you Lauren's brother?
Yes.
I haven't seen you since you were really little at Tobias. Oh my gosh. And then I feel like we have a celebrity here, Adriana. I watched you in Mission Fusion. So I'm looking forward to your performance again.
Y'all should all go. February 79.
So it really fuels me to see, just hear everything that you all are doing. And I can't believe it's finals already at Jefferson. That was fast. And keep doing the great work. You represent us so well. And please, as we always do, we encourage our students here to speak up and ask questions whenever we have presentations here during the board, because you are members of this, of the Board of Trustees, and you represent your fellow students. So please always speak up, because we need to hear from you. So I did go to we did Fog Fest. It was my first time since 2014. I've been in the Fog Fest parade, and it was really, really fun. And I worked the booth with Ms. Presta. Really enjoyed it. It was kind of rainy that day, but we still had people coming by. It was just good to be a part of the community. And also, I did attend the San Mateo County School Boards Association I guess it was a board of directors meeting on Monday, and they did have a presentation on how to keep our students and our families safe during this time of attacks on our immigrants. I'm just going to say it. And so it was really good to get this presentation and to receive materials from Faith in Action, but also it's a lot of what they were talking about is what we practice here. We're very in tune here in our district, and we do everything we can to keep our students and our families and our schools safe. And it's just, I'm really looking forward to Community Resource Night this Thursday here at the district office. It's always a great event, and I just love seeing how the community does turn out for it.
Thank you, Rosie.
I was at PogFest. I worked the booth, and I saw fantastic pictures of other board members in a car, working at the booth. There's no photographic evidence of me being there. That's probably best for everyone. It was really nice to be there with the community and to have people walking up and showing their pride in this high school district, their pride in their high schools. I'm glad I was there. That's all I have to report.
Thank you, Shred. Yeah, so I guess my claim to fame is that I was also part of FogFest, but I got to sit in the front seat of a cool drop top, well, I forget what it was now, Ford Mustang, I believe, with Denise driving and Tony and Rosie in the back waving to everybody. And I just got to say that turnout for that FogFest was something else. So that was pretty cool to be a part of. I couldn't really hear much along the whole drive, but I could definitely see a lot of folks out there waving, and it looked like a good time. I didn't realize it rained after.
On Sundays.
Oh, the next day. Oh, geez. God, okay. Also, yesterday, I was hanging out here with our student advisors and just kind of watching them do their work, and really enjoyed doing that and kind of seeing the next group of these young, amazing students of ours here kind of, really take on their leadership roles with this student advisory. And obviously, as you can hear from tonight, they're very enthusiastic about this and looking forward to the rest of the year with them. So that's about it for me. Moving on over to Superintendent Report, Ms. Tony Preston.
Thank you. Okay, so yes, FogFest, I'm really grateful that each of our schools participated in the parade this year. So, some were cheerleaders or marching bands. There were different groups that were participating. But I think this is the first year that we've had all of our 4 comprehensive high schools were in the parade. And it was really fun being in the convertible and in the parade. The only other parade I was in was when I did the Pacifica Pride Parade with Austin Warden. It's kind of fun. So that was great. I attended the AXA Region 5 Fall Gathering last Monday. It's the Association of California School Administrators. Went with some of our administrators, and it's a really good way for us to network with people from other districts and from across the state. So it was a really nice event. Last week, our National Equity Project Fall Retreat happened. It was in Oakland, and our district redesign, we call it our equity design team, grew this year by 5 people. We doubled in size. A lot of interest. Most of our principals are on the team now, and I'm really proud of the work that we did, and we really took a leap forward this last week. Looking forward to the year, really focused on student voice. I attended a Pie Ranch fundraiser. I was invited by Lori Hugh. She's on the board, and Pie Ranch has, I think, been involved with Oceana School for a long time, but the culinary program at other schools are now involved too. So that's really exciting. And it was a great night, a great fundraiser. And I'd never been to Pie Ranch. I've been hearing about it all these years and never been there. So it was beautiful, and it was a cool event. I want to mention, I think I mentioned this another time, but Dr. Lori Hughes, along with Deputy Superintendent Baca and myself, we've sort of revamped our instructional council meetings. I'm sorry, what, Charette? What did I say? Lori Hughes. I called her Lori Hughes. Thank you for correcting me. Lori Robinson, Dr. Lori Robinson. Lori Hughes was from Pie Ranch from the item before. Thank you, Dr. Lori Robinson. So Lori has really been leading the principals in some deep work around instruction this year. And so we meet and we kind of do our work and our learning and our reflection. And then we go on learning walks. And so we've gone to Jefferson, all of the principals and Lori and Corrine and I, and then the last one we went on was at Terra Nova. So these are really helpful for our growth as professionals so that we can move our schools forward. The next school that we're going to be at is Westmore. And finally, I just want to echo what President Gallegos said last night. Student advisory, I'm so excited for the year. We're kind of revamping they're going to be doing action projects this coming year. So we've decided last night to take the issues really that they sort of unearthed for you and for us at the end of last year. And the students are going to create action projects around those topics to move our work forward. So we're really excited. And we've been focusing a lot on community building this year as well. So it's been really nice to see the students meeting and becoming friends with kids from other schools. That's been a highlight for me. So yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Lots of good stuff. Thank you, Ms. Presta. Are there any board subcommittee reports tonight? Nope. Okay. Moving on. I don't see Monica. Are you? Okay, cool. So moving on to 11D, the AFT Local 1481 report. Ms. Tony Presta.
Thank you. So Monica's home ill, but she said that she doesn't really have a report except to say that people who want to get involved with the Yes on Prop 50 can contact her or anyone can go to their AFT 1481 website announcement page and see what's available. That's it.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you. Item 12 is for information. Moving on to 13, consent agenda items. If the board does not wish to discuss or remove any of these items, I'd like to call for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Move to approve consent.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Is there any public comment tonight?
No, there is not.
Thank you. All right, moving on to action or discussion items. I'm sorry. Discussion item 15A1 is board policy BP 350. And let me open that up real quick here. All right, and this is child nutrition program, and that's our Deputy Superintendent of Business, Ms. Tina Van Raphorst.
Thank you, President Gallegos. Good evening, trustees. I will take the first three board policies together because they all have similar updates. Board policy 3550, 3551, and 3553 have all been updated to reflect new laws, specifically SB 348, which requires schools to provide any student who asks with one free breakfast and lunch each school day. And it defines what a nutritionally adequate meal means. It also includes an update from AB 95, which allows schools to sell an additional meal after a free meal has already been provided, and SB 114, which encourages best practices such as serving freshly prepared, minimally processed, locally grown, sustainable, and California-produced foods. And then the last one, Board Policy 3555, was updated to clarify discrimination rules and complaint processes as they relate to cafeteria program operators. If you have no comments or any changes, this would come back for your approval on consent at our next meeting.
Would anybody like to comment?
I'd like to comment. I'm just kind of proud of the state for doing this for people. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you, state.
Can I also comment?
Agreed.
Good to be
Make
a
a comment?
Californian. Mhm.
Okay. I like you mentioned, I'm glad that the states is doing everything they can on their power to help the family, people that lacks the ability to buy breakfast and stuff for their students, because not everyone can afford it. And I'm glad that the states helps family that goes through these struggles. So yeah, I enjoyed the idea of states giving away free meals for the students. That's a big appreciation.
Mhm.
Thanks, Johnny. All right, any other comments or questions? Okay. We'll move on to our first action item, 16A1, job descriptions update. And that goes to Ms. Dana Lujan.
Good evening, everyone. This item is 2 job description updates, one for the credential analyst and one for the fiscal analyst. Both these positions are confidential positions. The updates include some increased independent responsibilities such as interdepartmental communication and being responsible for specific elements of the budget. Due to their increased level of responsibility and independent work, the recommendation is that these 2 positions be reclassified as range 50. And I welcome questions on these updates to the job descriptions and the reclassification on the salary schedule.
Any questions or comments?
Move to approve the job description updates for the credential analyst and the fiscal analyst.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. So 16A2, 2026 Health Benefits Memorandum of Understanding. Ms. Dana Lujan?
Hello again. The item before you is a memorandum of understanding that the district and AFT 1481 came to with regards to benefits for beginning 2026. One of the big things is that we are shifting our partnership with Sutter due to greatly increased rates, and we are offering a wider network of United Healthcare so our employees can still continue to access their primary care physicians without any interruption to service, and while also maintaining cost savings for the district.
Yeah, and I think we know that there's probably going to be some changes coming up here if things don't change with those things. So it's nice to kind of try to get ahead of that a little bit and give people a sense of security when it comes to health, because it shouldn't be this hard.
I'm glad you underlined the word annual, because I did have a momentary panic when I looked at the employee contributions until I read the word annual. So thank you.
All right. Any other questions or comments?
Move to approve the 2026 Health Benefits MOU.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Unless there are any consideration of future agenda items, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Meeting adjourned.
Congratulations.